Alright, so it is time for another update. I do apologize for the delay in getting this one up. I've been filming updates, I just haven't been posting them because I'm an idiot. So, anyway, I know you guys are getting restless. Believe me, I feel your pain. Nobody wants this done, or this Kickstarter done, more than I do. Reason being, I know you guys got a lot of money tied up in it, but on top of Kickstarter funds, I've got over $150,000 out of my pocket invested into it. So, yes, I really want this done. There was a question from one of our guys' bounty backers. Guy's bounty was I think it was like $3 grand-ish set of all of the Guy's woods in a nice Red Jones box. If you guys know, back in the early updates, I posted that we had completed the Guy's bounty. Well, we had, and here's what happened. So, check us out. This is one of our Guy's bounty boxes. All the dice got made. The problem is I wanted to do these right off the bat for you guys, so you would get them really quick, because you spent a ton of money on our Kickstarter and backed us with deep pockets, so to speak, and helped us out a lot. The problem lies, if you guys can see, I think it's just a focus. Focus. There we go. Not focused. It thinks it is, but it's not. There we go. Alright, see how bad that engraving is? Okay. This was off of first pallet, and this is the result of the pallet being basically wrong by 17 thousandths of an inch, which means over the course of 480 dice, that 17 thousandths of an inch is compounded again and again and again until you get engraving that doesn't look good at all. So I wasn't going to send these to you guys, and we've been trying to fix these piece by piece, and it just doesn't work. Once they're engraved, you really can't fix them. So I made the executive decision to basically trash something like $15,000 worth of dice, because this is $20,000, because this is all your order, all the Guy's bounty stuff, plus all your add-ons and all that good crap. So we basically are going to be trashing these, and Fluffy has just finished up remaking much better versions. This is Blue Mayho, and as you can see here, the engraving is much better. And this is off of our new pallets. Okay. So that was the holdup on your guys' order. So basically, we remade 15 sets. I think 15 or 17 sets in the Guy's, either in Guy's Grove or Guy's Preserve. The bounty had one of each of those sets, and I think there were like 5 of you guys. So that was a ton of dice to remake. Plus, you guys had a ton of add-ons. So we remade every single set of dice for that set. The dice are finished. I need to do the inserts to go in these boxes to hold all your dice so they're not in here loose, because it's way too many dice to have in here loose. And then they'll be ready to ship. So, but they're done. I do apologize for the delay, but I had to remake them. So I just wasn't going to send you guys those crap first version dice that we tried to do right off the bat, because the engraver wasn't ready for it. Nor were my minions up to snuff making dice, and we were still perfecting the process. The ones that I made came out good, but the minion-made ones were not always dice-shaped. So they were close, but they weren't quite right. So anyway, that's all been fixed now, and you guys are going to get really good quality dice, something that you should get for as much as you spent. So, what else we got? For the metal, we are into the aluminum run on Colossus. Okay. So Colossus is cranking out aluminum dice. This is all the D4s, all the D8s, and then we are into D10s now on Colossus. Okay, so we'll probably be running D10s all of this week, and depending on how fast they get done, maybe into next week as well. The aluminum runs take a lot longer to do because, well, there's just a ton of aluminum dice that have been ordered. So over here, we've got some more specialty stuff we're going to be cutting on Behemoth before we go into the titanium, or actually the stainless steel runs. Stainless steel, then cast iron, finish up the cast iron run, and then on into titanium. So, cast iron. Speaking of cast iron, check us out. So I finished these up right here. I do apologize for the powder all over this from where we're sanding some other stuff. This is a cast iron D6. So we got these all cut from that plate I showed you in the last update. Alright. Now we have to go through and polish off this little flange you see. Right. Come on. right there. Okay. Because basically what we did is we fly cut the plate down to 7.75 inches, and then we took an end mill and then just drew squares with an end mill over and over and over again. Until we had just a very, very little bit of a plate left to hold it all down in the vacuum chuck. And unfortunately, I broke my vacuum pallet right there. You guys see that? That's broke vacuum, and proceeded to make a giant clanging noise and broken end mill and all that good stuff because the plate of dice came loose. Yay! So anyway, they're all cut up now. We just need to polish them up, and then we've got, I think there's only like 6 or 8 sets of cast iron to be made. There's not that many, so we'll have them done this week, and then the stainless steel will be chucked up in Behemoth and running on that. But Colossus is going to be running aluminum for a long time. How long? I'm not sure, but a while. If you guys notice, we now have lights in here. My first lights burn out. Yay! Look at that bright shininess. So we can see again. The LEDs started burning out for some reason. I didn't think LEDs are supposed to do that, but apparently they did. Hallmark was kind enough to replace them under warranty, so awesome. I've also replaced several other small things, like the automatic oiler control went out on one of the machines, and just little small things like that they covered under warranty with no questions asked. Great company. On to other machine woes. You guys look over here, you can see we're still waiting on a tailstock replacement. So having custom parts made to fit your machine is a long process. So anyway, so hope as soon as we get that back, we will finish scribes. We have made absolutely no headway on them since the last time I told you guys we broke the tailstock, because, well, we broke the tailstock. So they're still sitting over here, and we still have all the November backers to do. Instead, this machine is running boxes. More and more boxes. This is 4.5 inch boxes we're running here. We're fixing to do the new code for the scribe boxes here. Jamie just cut 150 something boxes for the first run of scribes. That won't get us anywhere near enough, so we'll make more later. But we're going to do this stack first. So let me show you what we did with the boxes. What was this? Ooh, Ray Jones does beautiful work. This is Purple Heart. It is absolutely gorgeous. Love his work. Alright, so let me close this up, get it out the way. Ray Jones! Crafted for artisan dice. It's awesome, right? So, anyway, this is a new box. Notice something here? Ah! Metal in an artisan dice box. No way. Not just metal. Neodymium magnets. So these bad boys are replacing our dovetail. So if you guys know, our old boxes had a dovetail that was really finicky. Anybody that has them has probably experienced the fact that they sometimes don't want to open or close because the humidity changes in the air. Now, however, you just they lock in place, so it doesn't come off. Each one of these magnets has like 4 pounds of pull force, or 8 pounds, something like that. So there's a significant amount of force. Like, you can't really pick the lid off up straight up. You have to slide it like that, and then you can lift it off. And this is a set of Bethlehem olive wood dice right there. So, okay. And if we look, I think, let's see, we've got, this one is going to a Arch Druid backer. So one of you Arch Druid guys has your set ready. Let's see, what else we got? All of the copper dice, all of the bronze dice, all of the brass dice. Brass dice are out of the laboratories. I'm fixing to do the laboratory run for the bronze dice, which are all stacked up over here. This is all the polyhedrals, and the D6s are over in a box over there. So as soon as we get the nose polished off of those, I'm going to start up the vibratories and actually do a video on those to show you guys how we do the vibratory process. So what else we got? I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. We are going as fast as we possibly can. We all want the Kickstarter done. mainly because I have a bunch of other cool stuff that I really want to launch, but I'm not going to do that until we get this Kickstarter finished up. I know some of you guys were on the comments saying that Charlie's going to launch a new Kickstarter. I am not. There will be not another Kickstarter launch until this one is completely 100% wrapped up. What I was saying in the previous video that alluded to that was that my next Kickstarter will be much better run and much smaller. We're going to limit it to roughly 300 backers. That's it. No more. I don't want to do another one of these large projects because they take forever to complete. So, anyway, that's all I was saying. We're not launching another Kickstarter. Don't panic. Web sales are bringing in more than enough money for us to complete our Kickstarter project. So that's basically, and that's why we're continuing to do web sales like we are, so we have enough money to work on Kickstarter. Now, with that said, we're not working a ton on web order stuff and not working on Kickstarter. In the last 3 weeks, we've put in between the three of us just on Kickstarter something like 200 man hours on Kickstarter stuff. So 2 or 3. Fluffy's 40 hours. All Mouse has been doing is Kickstarter stuff, so that's 40 hours a week there. So that's 120. Oh no, I'm way off. So Mouse has got 120 hours in the last 3 weeks just on Kickstarter stuff, and then Fluffy's got roughly 30 hours a week he does on Kickstarter stuff. So that's another 90 a week times 3. And then I don't know how many hours. I work 80 hours a week. I'm not exactly sure how much of that's Kickstarter, but the vast majority is something over 40 hours. So stuff is getting done on Kickstarter. I know you guys don't see a lot of Kickstarter posts on Facebook. That's because we do long runs. So I'm not going to post, hey, here's 50 more D10s in aluminum. It kind of gets boring after a while. So I try to post the stuff that I work on at nights and things like that. It's kind of cool and new and awesome stuff. Speaking of cool, new, awesome stuff, check us out. Let me show you something. Something that I did this weekend. Some of you guys may recognize that. For those of you that do not, this is a emulation of the world's oldest D20. Kind of cool, huh? So, I actually had a customer request that I do an old D20 like this over 2 years ago. The problem was I wanted to do it in stone. At the time, I didn't have the ability to work in stone. Because I think, if it's made out of stone, the modern version should be made from stone. So what I did was get I apologize, I do not remember this lady's name. If you see this video or if you see the update with us on here on the website, please email me so I can get in touch with you about this, because I know you really wanted one of these. I have since lost the email train that we had going back and forth on this, because it was in Facebook, and Facebook doesn't keep them for very long. So anyway, this is soapstone. This is architectural grade soapstone. It has been engraved with the Met Art Museum, which is the museum that has this D20, has this set up as being Greek. They said the letters are all Greek, and that is true. They are Greek, but they're an early form of Greek. They're actually Coptic. So like that's the C shape there is Sima, or Sima, S-I-M-A. Okay, that is in the Greek version, that's a sigma, which looks kind of like an E. So if you guys in fraternities are familiar with Greek life, you'll know what a sigma looks like. But that C is the Coptic version of that, which is like I guess I won't say Proto-Greek, because that's not right, but it's just an early form of that letter. So the one that actually threw me for a loop is this. Okay, that symbol right there. That is not really anything Greek. After many hours of scouring the web at night and asking around, asking math people that use Greek letters for different things, and some of my buddies that are into Latin, that nobody knew what that was. I couldn't find it. The closest thing I could find was what's called a sans pi, which kind of looks like this, sort of, if you were drunk and you squinted. The Met Art Museum said that this was all the first 20 letters of the Greek alphabet. That's what was inscribed on their die. And, well, that doesn't look like an alpha in Greek. And it also doesn't look anything like a Coptic alpha. So, after much searching and much digging around on Google, I found an actual Catholic cross that was engraved with Alpha Tau Omega, and the Alpha on that cross looked just like that. So, and those were Coptic letters it was engraved with. So that is a stylized Coptic Alpha, which it doesn't look anything at all like a Coptic Alpha. It looks a little bit like a Greek Alpha, but anyway, so that's what that is. That is actually an Alpha. So anyway, that's what that's kind of cool. These will be up on the website as soon as we get the boxes done, but it'll be a little bit before we get them done. Let's see, what else we got? Trying to think. Man, I got nothing else for the update, dude. It's been late night, so my brain's a little bit fried. We are working on your stuff, guys. We're working as fast as we possibly can. I'm really hoping to have this thing done by the end of the summer, which should give us, we should be done well before then. But that's, with my luck, it'll probably be the end of the summer before we're finished up. Metal dice are going on great. We still need to do the final polishing on the copper and brass, and bronze needs to go through the polishing process, and so does we'll start doing the aluminum runs shortly after the bronze are done, and then we will be doing the engraving on them, which takes a long time to do on metal dice. Even though we have the ability to engrave metal dice because we have a really cool Trotec Speedy 300 Flex laser. The metal laser, the fiber laser that we use is not all that powerful, so we have to go slow. Fiber lasers don't get really powerful, and we're not trying to mark them so much as we are trying to deeply engrave them. We're trying to bury that engraving down as far as we can, which means we have to go really slow. So yeah, that'll take a while to get done. Let's see what else we got for Kickstarter stuff. Right now, it's lots and lots of metal dice. We're still making wood dice while the metal machines are running. And I need to do an update, which will accompany this video. So when this video goes up, you guys will see an update on our build sheets on the website, which I'll link to down there. So you guys can see what scribes we've got done and what metal and stuff, what stuff we've got done. So that'll hopefully get you guys where we are. Again, as far as specifics on specific orders, I just don't know, man. You guys can ask a million times. The answer is I don't know. If you look at the build sheets on the website, that's what we build off of. So as you can tell, I don't have any names on them. So there's no names attached to any of those build sheets. The names get attached to your order when your backer level is complete and we go to ship it. That's at that point in time, I know exactly where your order is in this grand scheme of things, but that's right before it gets shipped. So you'll have an email as soon as it goes out with a tracking number and your order on it. Again, I do apologize for all the delays, guys. Believe me, nobody wants this done more than I do. We're working as fast as we possibly can to get it wrapped up. So anyways, we'll see you guys with the next update. I actually have a Friday video to post to show you guys some cool background stuff. Kind of like, I guess, I don't want to call it a deep dive, but it's more of a how-to instead of me just talking to the camera to tell you where you're at. So that'll be cool to show, and I'll try to get that up tomorrow. All right, bye.